Hey everyone, Chris here from Real Rideshare Stories. If you're new to the channel and you're looking for different things within the rideshare industry, whether it's news, tips and tricks for passengers and drivers, or what actually happens on real rideshare rides, start now by hitting that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. And also make sure to check the description below for other helpful, useful information and tips. Today I'm going to be talking to you about 10 different tips that you can use to make more money when you go out and drive for Uber and Lyft. So let's be real. If you started driving for Uber and Lyft, that means you want to make money, and what you use that money for is whatever it is. So if you are using it to get out of debt, if you are using it to pay down loans, if you're using it for extra money, whatever it might be, essentially it's you want to make extra money. So when you're out on the road or when you're out doing side gigs, you want to make sure that you can get the most for your buck for when you have to go out. So I'm going to give you a bunch of different tips that you can use today and start using today to make and maximize your earnings potential. So let's get right into it. First tip. Sign up for both Uber and Lyft. So if you are only driving for Uber, sign up for Lyft. And if you are only driving Lyft, sign up for Uber. Make sure you sign up for both platforms. And if you are in a market that has multiple platforms besides Uber and Lyft, sign up for all of those as well too. Now the biggest reason is why you want to sign up for all platforms or just Uber and Lyft if they're in your area is the fact that if one ride or one platform is slow, you can maximize your earning potentials by being online on multiple platforms. So that is going to increase your chances at getting a ride and making more money. Tip number 2. When it's slow out there, make sure you have all modes turned on. So if your vehicle qualifies for multiple modes on Uber's platform or Lyft's platform, turn them all on. So if you have, say, a black or a luxe vehicle and you're not getting any rides or anything coming in, turn on XL if you have the option, turn on Comfort if you have the option, turn on X and regular because then you have a better chance at getting more rides. If you're being selective on only taking Luxe or Black versus any of the other rides, then you may not make as much money as you would if you had all rides turned on. Now, if it's busy out there and you're getting ride after ride, then you have the ability to be a little bit more selective. But when it's slow out, make sure you do have all of the modes turned on. So besides having all of the options selected when it's slow out there, and it still might be slow out there, what should you do? And this is going to be tip number 3, and that is to make sure to sign up for all delivery apps and all shopping apps that are available in your market. So if you have the ability to sign up for UberEATS, make sure you do that. If you can sign up for DoorDash, Postmates, Instacart, Amazon Flex, all of these other platforms, make sure you sign up for them as well too, because deliveries and driving passengers around are two different things. So if there's no passengers that need rides or it's slow out there, you can maximize your earnings by turning on multiple platforms besides just doing Uber and Lyft. And a good reason why you want to make sure that you sign up for all of the platforms in your area is if you get deactivated by one platform, then you have a bunch of other platforms that you can still go out there and make extra money on. And rolling on to tip number 4, that is to turn on all apps that you possibly can when it is very slow out there. So then you can potentially get something much sooner than only being on a couple of the platforms at one time versus all of the platforms at one time. And that just means it's going to be more money in your pocket. And once you get good at signing in and using multiple apps at the same time, you can go right into tip number 5, which is how you can strategize different apps to work together to make you more money. And an example of this is if you drive for Amazon Flex delivering packages, you got to schedule your time when you're going to be on. And then you could potentially finish early by delivering all the packages that you need to. But if you do finish that and it takes you way out of the way, maybe an hour, hour and a half away, you can turn on Uber and Lyft using destination filters, get back to where you want to go, and take rides making more money at that point. So when you start using these together, you can actually maximize your earning potential than just driving Uber and Lyft itself. Now, the next little thing is a sub tip. It could be its own, but we're just going to go with the sub tip to keep it 10 for you. But yeah, it's if you want to take a break from Uber or Lyft and driving passengers, you have the ability already to sign on to all the delivery platforms or shopping platforms. And then that way you can take a break from Uber or Lyft and the passenger side of things and go do deliveries or go do shopping and still make some extra money instead of just taking off and not making that extra money. You'll have that ability to do that. Now, unfortunately, if you just want to take a break from everything and recoup and relax, that's highly recommended as well too, because you don't want to burn the candle at both ends. So you want to make sure when you do need to take the time off, you have the ability to. Now, if you're going to sign up for multiple platforms, whether it be both platforms of Uber and Lyft and whatever else might be out there in your market, all the delivery and shopping apps, if you're going to sign up for them, then make sure, tip number 6 is to use a referral code. And that is going to give you a wide range of different things. It could be a sign-on bonus, it could be a guarantee, it could be a couple of different things. It just depends on what they are offering. But you always want to make sure you use a referral code versus not, because you're probably going to get something extra for it by using that referral code. And if you want to sign up for any of these apps that you've been thinking about or haven't yet, make sure you click the link in the description below and it will give you the different links so you can get a sign-on bonus or a guarantee depending on what platform it is and what your market is. Just so you know, there is a difference between a sign-on bonus and a bonus guarantee, which I'm going to explain very briefly for you so you can get it. Any other questions, just comment below. But a sign-on bonus is usually going to be something like if you complete a certain amount of actions within a given time frame, then you will be given a X amount of dollar on top of it. A bonus guarantee is if you complete a certain amount of if you complete a certain amount of action in a certain time frame, then you are guaranteed to receive X amount of dollars. And if you do not receive that amount of income, then they will increase your earnings up to that level. So the easiest example is if you are supposed to get a bonus guarantee from Uber for $700, and that is that you have to give 50 rides by the first month or something, and you do it and you only make $500, then Uber will reimburse you up to $700 and give you $200 extra. If you have a sign-on bonus that says if you complete 50 rides within a month, you will receive $250. That means it will give you $250 on top of it. Now, if you've already signed up to be a Uber and Lyft driver, and I'm sure many of you already have, but have not applied a referral link, unfortunately for Lyft, you cannot retroactively apply a referral link, but on Uber's platform, you could potentially get a bonus for retroactively applying a link. So if you haven't yet, click in the description below, see how you can do it, and maybe you can get your referral bonus for you. A side note for referrals is if you are going to buy a product, a service, or a platform, or join a platform or whatever it might be, always make sure you use any type of referral code that you possibly can, because if you use that referral code, chances are you're going to get something more than somebody who doesn't use a referral code. So whether that is cashback, a free month or a free subscription of something, something in return, whatever it might be, you're probably going to get something versus somebody who doesn't use a referral code. And then once you sign up for all these apps using a referral code where you're eligible to get these sign-on bonuses or bonus guarantees, then you can pass your referral on to friends and family as well. So if you're having a conversation with somebody and saying you started doing DoorDash and delivery and you enjoy it and are having fun, another person might be like, oh, I was thinking about doing that. And then you can pass your referral on to them where they can also get the sign-on bonus guarantee, but you can also get a kickback as well too. And then you can make more money on the beginning end of things when you sign up first, and then you can get a referral code that you can pass on and make money on as well too. So yes, this video is 10 tips that drivers can maximize their earnings on. And we talked about different things like signing up for multiple platforms, signing up for other platforms altogether like delivery and shopping. Also talking about the referral bonuses and how you can do that. But now let's talk about a few things that you can do inside your vehicle when you have passengers to help make you get more money when you're out on the road. And that is tip number 8. Sign up for different services like cargo. Unfortunately, cargo is not around anymore. But if there are services or companies that are out there that are like cargo, that are in your market, sign up for them and use them. Another platform that you can go on is Play Octopus, where you can get a tablet in your car and you can have your passengers play games, get entertainment, a lot of different things. And these companies will pay you either a percentage or a rate, depending on how much is going on in your car. So this is just extra money that can go into your pocket. Now, having these few things can help you separate yourself from other drivers out there, which means when people are rating you, they're going to rate higher, and you also do have a chance at getting better and more tips. And to go a little bit further in depth on standing out from other drivers is tip number 9, and that is always be professional when you are in contact with anybody. So if you are doing deliveries, if you are driving, always be professional, always be courteous, always be kind, and always make it a fun experience when your passengers are in your car. There's a lot of different things that you can do. First, keep a clean car. Make sure it's clean, especially on the inside. Make sure your windows are clean so when they look out, they're not seeing stuff all over the window. Make sure it's clean. Then, you can install different things in your car like lights or projection lights that you can put out. All these little things are just little tweaks that you can do to help you stand out from everybody else. And that just means that when you're looked back at, when they're going to rate you, probably going to get a little bit higher of a rating, and you poise yourself and position yourself to get a tip or even a better tip than normal. If you want to check out a few things that I have in my car or that I recommend that you could have in your car to help your car stand out, look in the description below and you can check all the different products that I have that I can recommend you so you can make your car stand out as well. Tip number 10 is sign up for rewards programs for places that you frequent the most, and also use apps that will compare and give cash back for things when you're out purchasing, whether it be gas, whether it be comparing to find the best gas station. And then also when you go into the gas station, a lot of them have rewards places or points that you can use towards getting free stuff. So you can download apps like Get Upside, where you can save money off gas and restaurants that you may eat at. Also to sign up for any rewards programs that any of these gas stations have, because they will give you points every time you fill up, every time you purchase something inside, and then you can get free stuff from those rewards points. If you download the Get Upside app and it's not available in your market yet, don't worry, it's probably going to be at some point soon. They are expanding regularly, so it may only be a matter of time until it's there. But also you can compare by using Gas Buddy, which you can compare different gas stations that have different prices around so you can get the cheapest price of gas, and then that means it's going to put more money in your pocket as well by saving money when you're at the pump. And a bonus tip, because everybody likes extra. Now, we all know as drivers or gig workers that we are classified as independent contractors instead of employees. So on taxes, that means we need to take out a certain percentage for taxes. But for this tip, this is a tip where you should be taking out some money and putting it aside for either a rainy day, for getting some paid time off for yourself, or a retirement, nest egg, whatever it might be, because unfortunately, none of these platforms have any type of benefits. So you want to make sure that you put money aside for yourself down the road. Quick disclaimer, I am not a financial expert or advisor. These are just things that I do and they've helped me. Every person is different. Every case is going to be different where you could be open to loss. Just make sure you educate yourself and also do your due diligence. If you do want to talk to a financial planner or advisor, I highly suggest doing that, especially if you are very new and you don't really know what you're doing. So I'm going to talk to you very briefly about two different apps that you can use for your financial investments, and that is Acorns and Robinhood. Acorns is a really cool app that you can use that you can set up, and it can run all in the background. You don't even have to worry about it. You can set it up so you can round up all of your purchases to the next dollar and invest that change. And then also you can set up so you can put in contributions, whether it's a one-time contribution, say you made a lot of money that week and you want to put extra money in. You can also set up something where it can be daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, where you can invest. And it has some other cool functions in it that you can check out. And also, if you click the link in the description below to get started, you can get $5 just by signing up. Robinhood is a great app that you can use to buy and sell on the stock market. They also have a lot of educational tools that you can help to educate yourself a little bit more when making these types of transactions. And if you sign up using the link in the description below, you can get a free stock valued anywhere from $2.50 up to $250. So why not? Because that's free money in your pocket. And after signing up for those referral links, getting your extra money from Acorns and setting that up, as well as your free stock and learning how to invest, then you can also share that link with other people so you can get the referral bonus as well too. So those are 10 different tips that you can use that you can maximize the amount of money that you can make as a Uber or Lyft driver, or just in the gig economy itself. What other tips do you have? Comment below, let me know. Now that's the end of today's video. I know it was long, but there was a lot of good information in there that I hope you can use so you can maximize your earnings as a driver or gig worker. Also, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell for notifications so you'll be notified every time a new video is uploaded. Make sure to check the description below for other helpful information and tips. And as always, never drink and drive, always tip your drivers, and we'll see you next time.